Guys, the Lisa mattress is the key to a quality night's sleep, designed for body contouring and pressure relief for all types of sleepers. It's loved by more than 300,000 happy sleepers and backed by more than 12,000 five-star reviews. That's a lot. Right now, get $150 off Lisa mattress plus a free pillow. You're welcome. At lisa.com/housewives and enter promo code housewives at checkout. This is Lisa's best offer at lisa.com. That's LEESA.com/housewives. Promo code housewives. Is this the very last episode of Bitch Sesh in your queue? Check out Call Your Girlfriend, a podcast for long-distance besties everywhere. It's a low-pressure, affirming hang with hosts and best friends Aminatu So and Ann Friedman. Get ready for encouragement and real talk in these tough political times. These two are an absolute delight, and it truly is like hanging out with your gals. Listen to Call Your Girlfriend at callyourgirlfriend.com on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. All those links are at callyourgirlfriend.com. Hello, everyone. It's Casey Wilson. Welcome to Bitch Sesh, a Real Housewives breakdown show. Guys, Danielle is working this week and next week. I am manning the ship alone, and I'm scared. But luckily, I have an amazing co-host and a wonderful guest to help steer this ship with me before I bring them both out. Two amazing announcements. Danielle and I's live show in New York on January 26th. The 8 p.m. show has sold out. Thank you. And we've added another one at 4 p.m. It's going to be really, really, really fun at the PlayStation Theater. And our guest is going to be my little sweetie, Andrew Rannells. And there will be song and dance. Don't worry. And I'm trying to track down any lead on some Giovanni dresses. If anyone has anything, please get to me. They're expensive. I can see why Dorinda was screaming out Giovanni. It's really something. Also, speaking of Giovanni, and I wasn't even trying to do that segue, Danielle and I have shamelessly and amazingly made a t-shirt and Christmas ornaments that are going to be for sale. The t-shirt's already for sale on TeePublic. Go to Danielle and I's Instagram. It's a very great, it's a red t-shirt with a nutcracker on it that says Giovanni, and the nutcracker says, "I made it nice, love Dorinda." And you know what, guys? It just makes me laugh and it makes me happy. And Oprah came out with her favorite things this week, and that's my favorite thing. Please welcome my co-host. She's been on the show before. Everyone loved her. She's hilarious and has some insights that are different. Please welcome Blair Beekan, my friend and talented comedian.
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Blair.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Really upgraded your station here as the co-host.
Yeah. And I'm loving my seat here in the Nook. I'm looking out the window. I've got the full skyline.
And a generator.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't told the fans. I don't think I've said this. And
what?
I'm moving.
Oh.
And the Nook will be going to...
Wow.
The Nook is staying.
It's in the house, not
the
coming with you.
The Nook is staying in the house. Well, what if I did one of those? You know, when they move like tiny houses across the country and I just cut it and move it.
And bring this with you. Are you going to have one built in the new?
I've built a new Nook and replicated it. No. There is a window seat, much like this. So I think it'll have to be, that'll be it.
Like there's something cozy about this.
I'm like, do we just shut down the podcast if we? No. Okay.
How much longer do you have in the space?
3 more weeks.
Get out of here.
I know. And then we're in transitionary housing. This is funny, Blair.
Yeah.
So June, Diane, and I both had to move out of our houses, and we're looking for a place to stay at the same time. June she sits me down and she's like, "Listen, here's where we're moving. The mall."
At like the Galleria?
At the Americana Mall in Glendale. She's like, "We're moving to the mall, Casey." She's like, "I've toured it. I love it." She's like, "It's luxury."
I know somebody that lives there.
You do?
I do.
Okay, because I toured it. We both put down payments to live at the mall.
That is so funny. Will you get free valet, I assume?
You don't get free valet. Do you get
like
You get a parking
comps?
space. Yeah, one space.
Really? That's it?
But, you can park your car in the bigger lot for like $40 a month, which is really pretty good.
Yeah.
They have a huge pool right behind the Madewell.
Gorgeous.
And it's hidden. Like you're at Madewell, you're at the UGG store, you're at this pool.
Yeah.
And then there's a huge gym. People are just working out like it's just like, hey, I live at the mall.
Yeah. So I was just at...
These are outdoor malls if you haven't been to California.
So there's that, and then there's the Galleria is the indoor one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No one's living in the Galleria.
The Galleria. So
That's like the mall you're all thinking of.
Yeah.
This is, if you've been to the Grove, it's the Grove's Janky sister.
Yeah, but I think she's beautiful.
Oh, she's a stunner.
She's cute.
She's a stunner.
I was just actually recently there. I was dining at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, by the way, my apartment was overlooking that. That felt nice.
Beautiful, yeah. That beautiful fountain right in the middle. You're going to love it.
Well, I said to the woman so sincerely, I said, please be honest with me. Am I going to hear that Frank Sinatra fountain, which is on 20 times a day? And she's like, I haven't gotten any complaints. Like, how long have you worked here? But the unit that I put my down payment on is really nice. You just take the elevator down and you're in the movie theater. And the Sprinkles cupcake ATM right to your left.
I know right where you're talking about.
Yeah, right by Anthropology. That was.
Oh yeah, I went in that Anthropology.
And I thought to myself, if I lived here, I'd be home.
Yeah,
and
I actually I dined in at Cheesecake at the factory, and I hadn't been there in a long time, but I was waiting for someone, and I was so early that I actually sat outside by the fountain, and I enjoyed a Wexler's pretzel.
Those
Wetzel's pretzels,
the little ones.
Oh,
mama. There is nothing like it. In my darkest hours, I've gotten that bag of the little bites and sat there and truly cried and then been like, fuck it. Now I'll get a large Coke. Yeah. And I've just given up. And then like go to Lululemon and be like, why am I so fat?
Yeah, I went in there too. And I was like, what are these pants? They're for a baby. And I
Lululemon's always trying to get like yoga classes off the ground. It's like, we just want the clothes. I don't want to work out here.
Well, I look at Lululemon and all the clothes really that are so expensive too. And I'm like, what? Yoga would not, this isn't what was supposed to happen when yoga started. Like that.
This isn't what the Rajneesh wanted.
Yeah. And they're all in there with like fanny packs on and like
now, don't get me wrong. I wear them as my normal outfit every day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't buy them because I only buy things on sale for workout clothes. But yeah.
Or Fabletics.
Do you like Fabletics?
I do.
I actually just did.
And I love Outdoor Voices, not just saying that because they are a sponsor. I'd loved them before.
Really?
Yeah. Love Outdoor Voices.
I bought some pants from the Gap fit line.
Ooh.
They were on sale. I did like a Black Friday,
I'm only
60%
saying
off.
Because like the Gap to me is like just falling off a cliff.
No, yeah.
In terms of style, like even J. Crew, I'm like, what's going on lately?
Yeah.
Jenna Lyons left and the whole empire has collapsed.
Yeah, I don't know what is like what.
You know what else has gone? Maybe it's not that it's gone downhill. It's my taste has changed, but I used to think Anthropology was like walking into Bergdorf Goodman.
I have a gift card that I've had burning a hole in my pocket for over a year.
To buy it. I loved it. The pulls like for doorknobs. They have great doorknobs and great little pulls on drawers that are their homewares are.
Yeah, those are things I've never bought.
To die for. But they're clothes. It's like in Sound of Music when she made a dress out of the curtains.
Yeah. I mean, and I like went to pick up a shirt and I thought it was going to unfold, but that was it. Like that was.
It's literally like doily upon cashmere upon flower upon ruffle upon it's like, is this? And then I'm like, oh, that's an apron. And then I'm like, no, it's a dress.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, it's a pot holder.
No, it's a hand towel.
No, it's a trivet. It's just wild in there.
It is. And they've got a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they lost themselves. Like they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So I never really shopped there, but I know that, you know, a lot of girls are into it.
I mean, and I love the Gap too. Like I love all those places. I just don't know what's going on anymore. But the good news is, so we put down our deposits at the mall and I was like, this is the answer to all my prayers. Like I'm someone who loves to be in suburbia. Like I feel very comforted by chain restaurants.
Absolutely.
When I see a TGI Fridays, I'm like, I've come home.
Oh, yeah. I just ate at a Chili's recently too. I don't normally go to these places, but Chili's, wow, they get it done. And like you can do, I think you can get 3 courses for like $10.99.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like full burger.
Full. Yeah.
Full dessert, full salad to kick it off.
Oh, yeah.
So
to get it started.
And I'm not getting paid to say that.
No. So no, you don't have any endorsements.
I don't. My Instagram's private.
My stepmom just told me over Thanksgiving that she's like, when I met your dad, he kept telling me, because she's like very sophisticated woman. She's like, she doesn't like fast food. And she's like, your father told me like he hates fast food. He just hates it.
What?
He won't go to fast food. And she said that like 6 months into the relationship, he said it many times. He's like, well, I don't like it either. 6 months into their relationship, they're like running late. They're starving to get to the airport. They drive through McDonald's and two women go, Paul, where have you been? And he was like, hey, Marla.
You know why that's kind of funny? Because that ties in a little bit to some thoughts I have on the Housewives, where they were talking about how like they'll say that a woman has changed for a guy or something.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're changing for the better, and it sounds like your dad.
Yeah.
Changed for your step.
Well, now,
for the better.
Unfortunately, he dragged her down into the muck, and I feel like they just like it now. Yeah.
What do they like? McDonald's most?
Yeah, I think so.
I know you like McDonald's.
I love McDonald's. It's everything.
Well, I captured you pulling out that one time.
God, did we tell everyone?
You put a picture up. I don't know if
yeah. At the end of our boot camp, it literally ended when maybe I've told it, but I think it bears repeating.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
People were high-fiving each other. They're
crying.
Stretching. Some people crying. Hugs are happening. I mean, we had touches, like just literally getting off the floor.
We had just done 4 weeks of hardcore working out, eating nothing.
Yeah. People were making friendships.
Yeah. I was crying and like hugging people. Like I couldn't believe I did it again.
Right. As all that is happening, I have gotten into my Volvo, driven across the street to McDonald's. No, I can still see the open door where people are like, great job, Callie.
We did it.
Yeah. And like, I hope to see you again, Rhonda.
You're so
now
strong.
Inching towards the window. And it was a timing only God could create, where I get a huge Coke and 2 hamburgers and a cone, a vanilla cone, which you got to eat right away. I pull out as you and Alex came out, and I'm proud to say,
I was going to say cone out the window, honking the horn.
Pumping the cone up and down. And people were stunned.
Because it was also like everyone was leaving being like, the work's not over yet. Now.
And it's just like, it's like, is everything okay? Like it was like, you know what? You asked me to go to this minute and I'm not going to go 1 minute more.
Yeah.
Blair, we've got a great guest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's bring her out because we have 4 cities to cover, and that is intense. We all have pages of notes out. This is like, we're like going to Harvard with Travis.
You wish.
Yeah, I do. Attracted to Travis. Please welcome, the lovely, the hilarious. She's got so many insights tonight that are also just like great questions that I would like to explore with her. She's a stand-up. She's lovely. She used to have a stand-up show in Silver Lake, Echo Park border. More to come from her. Please welcome Camirin Farmer.
Hello.
Hi. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God. I'm loving this. This is a good group.
I'm excited.
Miss Danielle.
Absolutely. I still haven't met Danielle. I passed her at David's party, but we hadn't met, so I didn't say
We're
hi.
the same person.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's stupid. Guys, shall we dive into Dallas?
Yes, please.
Dare we?
I'd love to.
Oh, man.
What a thrill.
It's something. Yeah.
It's something, all right.
Yeah.
I like full disclosure on myself. I wasn't watching until like I decided to come on this podcast. So, I mean, I crammed it all in, and I did a lot of clips from previous seasons, and then I watched all of this right in a row. And I mean, the cast is, in my opinion, it's solid.
It's so solid.
At times, I don't know if I'm watching grown women or if I'm watching little girls, or if I'm watching Teen Mom.
Or am I watching Elders?
Yeah.
They're all things.
Yeah, and they all have like multiple personalities, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they're all so stuck in some sort of time glass, and I'm not sure where that time glass is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No?
I'm not sure what a time glass is, but it seems like they're stuck in it.
I mean, Brandy, it is interesting about like her putting on that cheerleading costume, there was something so devastating about it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole theme of the frat party didn't really make sense to me. And then the fact that they turned it into a costume party as well, that theme was not clear enough. So everybody was kind of doing their own thing with it.
And what was Deandra wearing? What was that shirt?
Yeah, it was like a Supreme shirt. So it was, I believe, what the children and the teens are hip to now. So it was like a weird, like she was still staying current and young, which seemed to be the theme.
I mean,
maybe.
I feel like I see like people on Fairfax lined up to get that
Right.
store,
I just thought the theme was like back when you were. It was very confusing. Yeah. I mean, Brandy was so into playing that part that I physically felt fear watching her. I was like, I'm so scared she's going to attack me.
Yeah.
She's like got that flash in her eyes. We think Leanne's got an anger problem. Brandy is a savage. She is such a mean girl. She's nasty.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of those mean girls in high school that like really do want to fight you.
Oh, and when Leanne pushed her in the chest and she goes, oh, I was like, this woman.
She got what she wanted. Brandy wanted her to hit her.
100%.
She wanted that.
And when Leanne backed up like a
serpent.
Like a lioness almost. Yes. There was a snarl on
bull.
her. Yeah. It was very aggressive.
Like a little rattlesnake or something up on its rattle part of the tail.
So thrilling.
It was truly a performance that I appreciated.
But you also felt like she's completely out of control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the same time, I felt like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like she's going to give the people what they want. Mm-hmm. She knows she knows if she does this, she's going to scare the shit out of them. Like, and I think they were kind of like calling her bluff, but like she was like, I'm going to do my thing.
But I also felt it was pretty real.
Yeah. I feel like Brandy was certainly completely under control during that entire party, because I feel like once she put that cheerleading uniform on and entered back into the past of this party, she was like, this is me, this is who I am inside, and you're gonna get it all. And then Leanne just reacted and tried so many ways to combat it, but she just
I said I kept expecting to see Brandy go up to her like pale weasel of a husband and be like, don't talk to me tonight, nobody knows we're dating. And then she's like, oh my god, I married you. And meanwhile Stephanie, I mean, with the like hunky frat guy, even though he's like a blockhead and we all know Wreck-It Ralph. But
yeah, and like when they cut from him, like looking all muscly, like doing his jello shots, looking like a stud, if that makes someone a stud. And then they go straight from him to fucking nerdy ass Brian, pale white, like, little weird shorts, stumbling down the stairs.
It was tragic.
Oh, so tragic.
All pastel. Also,
yes, it was very odd.
And I felt like Carrie. Yes, Carrie. She's just really stirring the pot.
Yeah.
Like
you had a very interesting, just simple question about Carrie.
What is her deal?
Yeah.
What does she represent? What are her intentions? Who is she as a person? Because I don't see how she fits, and I don't think she knows how she fits in the world at large.
In the world at large.
I don't think she does.
You're right, because she doesn't seem comfortable as a nurse.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm learning so much about her each episode, and I'm like, are these things you're discovering with the theme of the week? Like, it's so
you're learning with her about her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like even when she was really sharing that moment of Copenhagen with her dad, and her dad, I felt like was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I can be super moved by it too. I mean, he's
like, yeah, you flew across the country, no one invited me.
Yeah. And then when her husband was showing the pictures, and he's like, this one's my favorite, and he zoomed in on the mom and the daughter kissing on the lips, like zoomed in on it, and it's like, why is that one your favorite?
I don't think Carrie's dad likes her. Mm-hmm. I want to say he loves her, but I'm not sure if that's true.
I'm sure he loves her, but I feel like he's like, who's my wife? Who's my daughter become? Like with this plastic surgeon and this $70,000 stove. And they're clearly like doing well, but I feel like there's this disconnect. I feel like they hate that husband, and she put him under strict instructions. His storyline is like, you love me, you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then he felt free to let himself go and play that role.
Yeah, and he did let himself go.
He really, yeah.
We saw that. We saw that in the Baltic.
Saw it all. Yeah.
We saw that in a shot from behind where his little love handles were coming over the top of his little pants.
And his little bum.
Oh,
Just this.
It's just something about it that was, it was hard.
And then do you guys think, as far as the phone goes and Leanne's
of
little
course.
joke or lie, do you think it was a joke or a lie? Or
I think it's what Cameron said. We'll get into Cam, but I think it's what she said when she's like, she found her phone. She probably took her time finishing her cocktail.
Yeah.
That felt like the truest.
Yeah.
That rang true.
yeah, maybe a few cocktails even.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about brandy.
Yeah, if it's Brandy, definitely.
Yeah.
She has a problem, right?
Yeah.
There's something going on.
Very strange at the end when they tell like what they're up to. Everyone else was like up to stuff, and then they were just like, Bruin's farting.
Yeah, and saying, excuse me.
I bet like Brandy was just typing that out and laughing so hard to herself.
You think they're typing it?
That's what I
Or
always
you think they're giving, they're telling them what they're up to.
Yeah.
But I think they're writing it. Bravo.
That's
I
probably
think
true,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just always imagine them in their own homes, just like, well, I got to send them a text of what's going on with
Yep,
me.
and they're like,
How do we,
what do I got? What do I got? Leanne gave a quote this week that about her and Rich when they were touring LB GTQ churches. And it was amazing. Of her relationship with Rich, she goes, I've accepted that I deserve it. I've accepted that I deserve it. I want on my tombstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I want to write that on my mirror and say it every morning.
I want a bumper sticker like, I've accepted that I deserve it is every housewife. That's how they're walking around living.
Yeah.
yeah, that should
Just like,
be.
guys, I've accepted that I'm fucking great and I
Yeah.
deserve everything.
I deserve this.
It should be the tagline of the infinity dress, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah. I deserve 4,000 styles of a shitty dress.
Just so many sleeves. I deserve them. In
I
all
tried to
colors.
buy one, of course.
Get
Guys,
out.
they're okay. So first I see it's like $265, and I'm like, that seems high for the infinity dress. I don't care how many ways you can wear it. But then I realized, no, that was just for the sleeves.
What?
What?
The actual dress, like the whole package
How
is
many
like $375. So those like weird, kind of like,
They were sleeves. Is that what? How many pieces is it? Is it just the two sleeves that then also you can put on the bottom?
yeah, I think all the skirtage and the
It's the same
Sleeves.
piece.
yeah,
So
so
even
like
that-
the parachute sleeves, all of that. I think it's 4 pieces.
Because there was
total.
like a ruffle sleeve and the parachute sleeve.
But is the parachute sleeve also, you know, when at the bottom
on
it's
the-
red on the
yeah.
bottom? Is that red
That's
part?
detachable.
But that's doubling as a parachute sleeve?
But I don't know, because it seems like there'd be times where there'd be parachute on top and on bottom.
I guess, yeah, for the 175
And-
looks.
but there are
Parachute
different
one side,
colors.
half parachute
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So
because I think there's the white and the red, so you could
Yeah.
do white parachute sleeve with the red.
Was there black also? Or am I?
yeah.
Okay.
The
Black,
yeah.
yeah, the whole body of it was black.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's like an infinity dress, an infinity like accoutrement. Like you need a lot to make it work.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the entire infinity sequence was at the very end when she's wearing like the white infinity dress, like a wedding dress. And Deandra, I believe, says to her, like, you could wear this as your wedding dress. And Leanne responds, I'm not going to do that.
She's like, I'm not wearing this shit.
Just insulting her own product.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to insult me? I'm not going to wear this piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
Now, when we met Scott Stout, the man that walked them into the church, I thought, this is living. And I needed Scott Stout. He fits in so beautifully. And I did say, and I hope this isn't offensive to anyone, I ran it by you guys, so I'm going to have you co-sign on it, that Leanne, to me, when she was like, it's so important to me that the church accept everyone, she goes, because I'm not accepted. I feel she is the Rachel Dolezal of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say so.
I'm not talking just friend to the community. I'm talking identifying so deeply. It's
Yeah,
very
that's not-
deep.
Yeah.
It's like comparing your own not being accepted with one that is like inherently. not accept it or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
and of course I realize Rachel Dole's all that is much more offensive. Yes.
It's weird. The
That documentary is wild.
I'm
It is
never watching
wild.
that. I can't. I don't want to give her any.
Oh, I think I saw it.
Sorry.
I only watched half and I had to turn it off also because her son, it's so heartbreaking. Like,
Yeah.
he's so devastated.
I watched that the last time I was here, right before I came here.
Yeah.
And
No, but I think you're right not to want to give it.
Yeah, I have so many problems with that woman and just the fact that she has a platform, even if it's anti-her, she doesn't need her story to be told. She's an insane person.
Yes.
And she's mentally ill, and that's okay, but I don't want to watch any of it.
Wait, Leanne or?
Oh, no, sorry.
kidding.
I'll watch Leanne all the time.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's,
You're like, Leanne needs a bigger platform.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it's so weird because what she is really comparing, I think, is like her being a carny kid, a freak, if you will, to the freakishness of being LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Because that's what it seems like the direct comparison she's making.
Yes.
Which is bad. Mm-hmm. She's
Right.
odd. But I love her still.
I do too.
love her.
I mean, it's always weird when anybody compares their struggles to other people. Like everybody has struggles.
Yes.
And to try to compare yours to somebody else's is just silly, or to try to assume that it's from the same, under the same umbrella. Mm-hmm. Weird.
I also want to say, I'm not saying that being LGBTQ is freakishness. I'm saying that's what Leanne.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Leanne.
That's the...
Guys, in an even more important discussion, why is Rich wearing an eye patch? It's been touched on here. Not enough. And I've heard that from you all. It's not being discussed enough. Mm-hmm. It was made mention in passing in other episodes that he's embarrassed.
And I feel like when they mention it, like they mention it in a way that in my brain, I go, okay, yeah, they just covered it. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, wait, what did they say?
Yeah.
Why is he wearing it?
Yeah, it's never sinking in, and I don't know if that's because he was a cop, perhaps.
So you think he got his eye shot out?
I don't know. Possibility.
It
It doesn't seem that serious.
Yeah, but it's lasted for so long. It can't be like pink eye.
Yeah. And God bless him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If it is something serious, it's a bit startling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although April 29th, guys, April 27th, 2000, I was so excited when I realized we might get to see it.
Oh, we're absolutely.
You know, when she
absolutely
was
gonna
picking
see
that
it.
date, it was like, okay, we're in season.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
Can we just touch on Deandra
Yeah.
Yeah.
and her insanity?
I've
never had more disdain for a character.
Really?
Really.
Wow. Really? Gina, kind of for me, but.
Gina. Okay, yeah, we're going to get to Gina.
But I mean, the people, am I allowed to say this? Like, people in the South do crazy stuff. And the fact that, is that okay? Can I say that?
Yes.
Like, there's an event for everything. Everything is a big deal. And it's like, get over yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that fake party so that Deandra could show everyone and her mom wouldn't have to back out of giving her entire company over.
Yeah. Oh, and the husband getting it on his phone too, just to like make sure the footage wasn't lost. To be like, we got it. It's ours now.
Yeah.
And just the smug smile on her face the entire time. And
As though she's like, Mom, I just want you to be proud of me. Yeah. Again, you've done nothing. And her mom's like, and I know the business is going to soar from here. It's absolutely not. It is now crashing and burning. And this is the party for the end of your business. And know that.
Yeah.
And what's her husband's name? Jeremy?
Jimmy?
I think it's Jeremy.
Okay.
You know, he's like, with this money, I can paint so many more murals.
Yeah. Oh, and she thinks he's so hot.
I know.
Ugh.
She makes me truly ill. The way she's like partnered up with Brandy. It's like, again, it's like high school, like the girl that's getting a little taste of the popular girl and is just like so hungry for her. She's like, lift me up for the keg stand.
Oh, God.
Just, it's so sad watching her pair with Brandy. And I was saying all the pairings on Dallas, I think what makes it so interesting is all the pairings are completely wrong, but they're very invested in them. Like Cam and Leanne together, it's like the most dominant personality with the weakest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Deandra and Brandy, it's like she doesn't even realize Brandy's using her and they're not friends.
No, not at all.
But then Brandy crying over Stephanie going to sit with Leanne.
Was it you that said you think?
Yeah. Brandy's got, I think there's love feelings for Stephanie. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It keeps coming back also.
Brandy married her high school sweetheart. She didn't get to explore.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean?
She's very, very invested in that friendship.
I mean, I don't cry over my friends like that.
No, not if they sit at another table.
And you can tell Stephanie's like, I'm under her thumb. Like, I can't leave her.
Yeah.
It's just
she
very...
knows.
She has that anxiety, I feel like, where she can't, like, she's scared of Brandy.
Yeah.
You can see that in her. And then, because I feel like she does, I feel like she truly feels for Leanne.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And she's so scared of Brandy.
When Leanne was lying down and yelling and crying, I'm so fucking alone. I'm so fucking alone. That was truly like...
That was like watching someone relive their childhood trauma.
And this is why Carrie's misguided. For her to like pour the drink out, it was so the wrong moment.
Yeah.
She never comes in with the right note.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Carrie's response was weird and an odd decision, but Leanne, I believe, was very much performing because the way she snaps right out of it back into a smile.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, just come on.
Speaking of girl, Cameron, girl.
Oh my God, girl.
Hey, girl.
Girl, you gotta go get the same outfit.
Girl, you're inspiring, girl.
Girl.
Cameron's the most asexual unicorn.
Yeah.
She's just wild.
There's something really dark there. I mean, the way that she transforms into a baby around her nasty little husband, who is like not a husband. I mean, is that what it's like to be married? Like, straight couples. I wrote that all over all of these. All these marriages are wild, and all of them, and the way they give so much power to these men is crazy. And she acts like a little baby, and like he's like her boss or something.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And she talks in that baby voice. And then she talks in a baby voice in her testimonials sometimes too, being like, there was nothing for me to eat there, so now I'm going to have milkshakes. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm so entranced with her testimonial look with the like sparkle one and the hair and the kind of like Veronica Lake hair. I cannot stop watching her. I could truly watch her for 100 hours.
Yeah. Have people compared her to Nicole Kidman?
I did.
You did. I see it.
Yeah.
I think she is so much represents the word that apparently she hates, Dallas society, that she has become just a representation and is void of any personality or self-interest or anything that wouldn't help her be better a part of that society.
It's just hitting me. When they started this show, they're all about this small little nucleus of Dallas society. Now they're on fucking national television and people are probably getting Leanne's back. It's like, it's a fucking feeding frenzy. It's leveled this playing field. It's just like, who does America like? Who do we want to destroy of you all?
Another thing I feel like did you ever watch that other Dallas show? What was it on Bravo? I used to watch it.
Yeah, with those three women.
There was the guy too, the tall guy who's kind of a player. I don't know.
No.
Oh,
they were supposed to be like the cool hip people in Dallas.
Southern Charm?
No. I forget. It was like maybe 6 years ago. Anyway, I think that Cameron is a little even darker than that. I feel like she had something crazy happen to her when she was a kid or something, and we're seeing side effects of that.
Wow.
She's just stunted.
Like, just to go back into that baby place.
Something's not right.
Yeah. And she's just so put together in a way that she just stays put together, and they all get so sloppy and she just stays pristine. She's like a little China doll.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
It's a little freaky.
Yeah.
I want to see her husband socialize.
Oof.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not going in this shit. But I want to see him like in the foam party and like see him let loose. I want to see a spark of what she could possibly, what they possibly have. I've not seen one nice moment exchanged. Similarly, and we will switch cities, but the same goes for God on OC, who hates his wife, Emily, and her husband.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break and we're going to come back with Atlanta. Support for today's show comes from Thrive Market, an online marketplace that's on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. A mission that I love. You'll get access to thousands of the best-selling organic foods and natural products at 25 to 50% off below traditional retail prices. Whether you're vegan, you're gluten-free, feeding a family, you can choose from 80 plus qualities to get everything that you need, including non-GMO, fair trade certified, BPA free. You can pick exactly what you want. From organic almond butter to lavender essential oils, Thrive Market carries everything you need. They have pantry staples, cleaning products, sweet treats, the best snacks, and so much more at an affordable rate. I do feel we all want these things for ourselves, for our children, but it's often so expensive to eat in the way that we'd like to, which is deeply unfair. And I appreciate that this company has prices that make it much more affordable for everyone. And now with my special link, Thrive Market is giving you an extra 25% off your first purchase plus a free 30-day trial. That's 25% off the already low price that Thrive Market offers. Just go to thrivemarket.com/housewives to access this discount. Guys, we're back with Atlanta. Cameron, thoughts? Blair, thoughts?
I know this is very, very, very small, but what struck me the most in this episode was the introduction of Tanya. And if Tanya becomes a housewife before Marlo, I don't know what Marlo is going to do.
Yes.
I don't know what will happen, but I am very excited to see the journey of Tanya
feel like
and Marlo.
Marlo is capable of sending like bomb threats to Bravo.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or like to Portia's little radio show.
The dish.
The dish.
It's going to be such a beautiful subplot of this season that seems like it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait.
What I like about Atlanta is they're not afraid to bring in like 12 other women.
Oh, yeah.
To a party.
Yeah.
I love that. When they bring a friend, they bring 3. And
And then the producers are like, you know what? You're all funny. Stay on camera.
They're all camera ready, and I love it.
Whereas OC, they can't get enough women in frame. There's like 2 women, another one wanders through, and they're like, oh, get her out of here.
I mean, what a great cast. I mean, Atlanta is so fun. It's so fun.
Strong. It's so much. She's lifting me really into the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
She is one of my favorite things.
Oh, I love her.
She's amazing.
And the
Her
other
breasts on this show.
for me, it's that booty. I feel like
Now, is that booty real?
It is. They confirmed that it was real.
Yeah.
Shamari
said that in high school she even had a booty. I do find that they do more shots from behind in Atlanta.
They really do.
Well, they've got something to see.
Yeah, because they're showing a lot of booty shots there.
Yeah. And you know what? Portia and others are flaunting their booty a lot more.
Absolutely. She loves bouncing it.
Oh, it's amazing to watch, honestly. I could watch it for an hour.
I was like falling asleep to Atlanta just because I was so tired. And then I literally like looked up for 1 second, dragged a notebook out of bed in the like lamplight and just wrote the worst joke. It's not even a joke. I just wrote Real Housewives of Titties. Makes no sense. But between Shamari, Candy, Portia, Cynthia, I mean, I'm engrossed. Cynthia's never looked better.
That's what's really interesting is like I didn't notice the as you said titties so much.
I never even used that word.
I know. But I noticed like the butts. Like I don't notice the
So, we got them covered.
yeah so,
Everything, tits and ass.
And are you noticing the vagines?
That's what I have been noticing.
Yeah.
Cynthia, she's amazing at branding. She's incredible at branding. Bailey Q, and she has her own hashtag for her and Will, is it? No,
Mike Hill.
Mike Hill already?
Chill.
I was just so impressed.
Something about their phone conversations when they kind of start to talk dirty. And this last one, she said something like, we're going to have burgers there. And he goes like, yeah, I got a burger for you. Was he talking about his butt? What's a burger?
I feel like they're now like reaching. It's
Yeah.
like, well, I'll come over to your, what does she call her lake house? Her Bailey's, oh my God.
What does she call
I
that?
not remember this?
Lake Bailey.
Lake
Yeah.
Bailey. I'll give you a Lake Bailey.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's like, because they're talking like 12 times a day. And it's like, not every conversation has to be sexual.
I mean, Shamari is an addition that...
A new addition.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're just, wow.
That was good.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm going to start referring to my two sons as my two kings. She's like, I need a cake for my kings. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I also, one thing, I mean, there's a lot of things I love about Shamari, but when she walked off stage after her show and just like kind of came out to the table and was like, tell me how good I did.
Yeah.
Like, I know I killed it.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually thought she had one of the better voices that we've heard in the booth.
yeah.
I mean, imagine what we've heard.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, she's legitimate.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, just that confidence though, after a show to be like, I killed it.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone's like, yeah, you did. I mean, I feel like if I do a show or something, I walk off and I'm like, I'm a fucking piece of trash.
Yeah.
Like, nobody look at me.
She is, wow. And then to reveal casually while paging through cakes for her son to her mother, no, to, I'm sorry,
Mother-in-law.
to her
Yeah.
mother-in-law, that they have had an open relationship, that her and Devo, correct?
Yes. Also named Mike. I don't know. No, what's his first name?
I just call him Devo.
Yeah.
DeVoe, yeah. It's
I think that's fine.
DeVoe, yeah.
Yeah, Belle Biv Devo.
Devo, yeah.
I can't believe I was putting the emphasis Devo. Belle Biv Devo. Belle Biv Devo.
I just watched
Ron, because I said, why is she telling Ron's mother regarding their open relationship?
Ron.
Yeah.
And Ron's mother was like, oh. And then Shamari revealing like, yeah, I wanted to date women and I did. And then she's like, well, he slept with about eight women and I only got to 2.
Yeah, she said she did 2 and he did at least 10.
Oh my God.
You know what? She's a very open and confident woman.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great. And she's got so much to bring. I appreciate her.
Yeah, and I feel like what she's talking about doing, like, doesn't everybody secretly want that? Or do I just want to hope that?
The open relationship?
Or just to like, everybody
Yeah.
wants, every woman kind of wants to sleep with a woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So like,
Yeah.
I think that's cool that she's...
Or at least uptown.
At least what?
Uptown. Nah. Some don't want to head downtown. I think everybody's amenable if someone's going downtown, but they're not going to go. That's my take. My hot take on what I've been hearing in the streets.
All your comments over the breasts, I'd assume that's uptown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Below, above the waterline. Guys, why does she throw so much shade to Cynthia? Is Ava even like a model we all know to be a model?
She was on America's Next Top Model. She did
Ava
win.
was?
Yeah, she won.
Ava was next top model.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
okay.
in her intro she says something about like being on top. Because she was on America's Next Top Model and she won like season 4 or something
Wow,
like that.
I'm so embarrassed, and I apologize to the fans. I didn't know that because I remember her from
Yeah,
that.
she had short hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Short
God.
blonde hair.
Oh wow. This is like,
And she was
that's
like the
interesting.
bitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
because she's not that bitchy.
No.
But she is. I feel like she's just so rude putting down Cynthia, and it's like, Cynthia's a gorgeous
yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's probably insecurity because she's not killing it like she used to, I assume.
no. And I think she's just trying to, find out where she fits in this season.
Yeah.
And maybe she's just still on that storyline of Will. And I think she just wants to be relevant. But she can just be herself. She's enough.
Yeah.
Is she?
I think so.
I don't.
I don't. I say get her out of there. It does nothing for me.
I agree, but there's something about her I like
Yeah.
having. I like this with I like what's going on with her and Cynthia, what's brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's something cool about
Cynthia's
her.
gonna fucking go crazy at the reunion when she sees what she's saying. Literally every scene she'll be talking about something else, in her testimonial. She's like, yeah, and then I'm getting married, and Cynthia's an old fucking model. I love when Cynthia said, and I quote, "The theme for my 4th of July party is red, white, and blue." Then she goes, and they can mix it up however they want. Okay. Great, inventive, Cynthia. And then her 51-cent shirt. She's got to move on from this 50 cent.
I didn't realize it said cent because I forgot, and I thought I'm sorry to say, it said cunt on it, and I was 51
too.
I didn't know.
I did too.
Why she was wearing it, and it took me more than a second to figure out what was happening.
Yeah, to pull it together.
Yeah.
I love the game they were playing at the end.
Pass the peach.
Pass the peach is just so wonderful. It's like, this is what we want. We just want to know quickly, like, insult her. And now insult her.
Yeah.
Build her up and quickly insult her.
And that's the only cast that could ever play that. Because they were
absolutely.
having fun. They were like dogging on each other and then laughing about it.
if one of those things was said in another cast.
Oh, yeah. But that's why Atlanta's so good, because they're all performers. They all know how to ham it up. They all know how far is too far. And they're giving us a show.
Yeah.
And I love it.
They're giving us a show.
And they're like I don't feel nervous for them. Every other cast, I'm like, oh, you're gonna get divorced and you're gonna have nothing. But these women, I feel like they're kind of like, they all have their own shit. They're all confident. They can all.
And I'm still like, yeah, you're going to get divorced, but you're going to be okay.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
absolutely going to get divorced.
absolutely.
Any final thoughts on Atlanta? Portia, I'm continuing to love. She's so funny.
She's great.
I was saying, like, she's been on for so long. It's like a boyfriend. I'm like, and you were there the entire time. You're right in front of me.
I must have been hungry when I was watching this one because I wrote like hot dogs and underlined it.
Oh, no.
I don't even think I saw the hot dogs. We just saw the tins, and I remember thinking like, that looks good.
Yeah.
Like all those
They
tins of hot
talked
dogs.
about fried Oreos, and I have been thinking about fried
So
Oreos.
have I.
Oh, I am with hot
I was
dogs.
like, do I make these?
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. I wrote down, what the hell is the hot dog factory, and why is it in L.A.?
Yeah.
Because I want it so
I want
bad.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then those
For
steaks.
her
that
to
did-
be with a hot dog king, a hot dog mogul is a twist.
Love it.
And she's going to be having the prince of or queen of hot dogs, right?
Exactly.
Wow. I just have to say that I love Nene and I love Greg. And
Oh my God.
sorry to bring it down, but
No.
I am
It's devastating.
Yeah.
And I actually, it was Portia that was doing the prayer, but right? Remember, was this? Oh no, that was 2 episodes ago before
Outside.
the comedy show.
Yeah.
And I thought Portia's being like a beautiful friend to Nene through this, but it is so devastating. And I was like so heartened when they were in the circle with all their friends came over and see. It's just truly like they're juggling a lot of emotion. It's Greg is like one of the only like beautiful men that has existed in this franchise. To see him going through this,
It's tough, but it's so beautiful to see their relationship and how much Nene loves him and supports him. It's a side of her that we haven't seen in a really long time.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing.
so refreshing.
Yeah.
I want to go out, but I do want to send thoughts and prayers to Greg.
To who? I thought you said to Trey.
Greg. Greg.
You said a different name, and I was like, y'all, him too?
Oh my God.
This is, I think, what he would have wanted.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
Ladies, boot season has finally arrived. This is the perfect opportunity to be the fall fashion trendsetter that you've always dreamed of and perhaps always were, without spending millions of dollars to do it. Live up to your style potential with a membership at justfab.com. Millions of women say that JustFab is their go-to site to see what's new, what's trending in boots, shoes, clothing, and accessories. So when you visit the site for the first time, you take a style quiz, which I loved. So much fun. And JustFab personalizes your shopping experience so that your favorite styles rise to the top. It's amazing. It's curating things just for you. You can shop as a guest or become a JustFab VIP. Becoming a VIP is by far the best way to shop, as VIPs save up to 30% off on retail prices and gain access to tons of other exclusive perks. And I will say, I felt like they nailed my style from the style quiz. I was like, oh, are they going to get it? And I'll tell you what, there came my styles, and some styles that I'd always gravitated towards, but did not know if I could pull off. And I was so excited about this. And I just love that they keep bringing things up and also showing me what I should be wearing. It's time to step up your boot game is the bottom line. If you go to justfab.com/housewives now and sign up as a VIP, you'll get your very first style for as low as $10. That's justfab.com/housewives to get your first style for as low as $10. justfab.com/housewives. Guys, we're back with OC Reunion Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
Part 1 of how many?
Oh,
I hope two.
I hope too.
Yeah. Because I felt like that was a great reunion. It was juicy, but it still felt like short and kind of like there wasn't that much to talk about. So it was just the whole Vicky Kelly thing. Like, I mean, I could watch
that
for days.
was electric.
That was, wow.
You said that took us in 2 seconds where we needed to be all season.
Yeah.
I don't know what took so long, but it was, and I said, like, I had to pause it so many times trying to write down everything they said because it was just rapid fire geniusness. Like, it was all amazing.
What do you got? Do you have any quotes?
I tried my hardest. I have
my favorite quote I could share.
Go ahead.
oh yeah.
When Vicky said to her, I don't like that you wrote on social media that I look like a pig. And Kelly said, I'm sorry, you don't look like a pig.
Kelly was like, yeah, I'll apologize.
Yeah.
My personal favorite quote. Andy said, well, you know, asking Vicky, like, are you comparing your relationship to Dirty John? Which actually she should be playing that role.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I see that. I do see that. And then Andy goes, but I mean, Brooks isn't a murderer. And Vicky says, Brooks is a murderer. He murdered my self-esteem and my pocketbook.
And then she said she was going to go after him, and he was like, you can do that. She goes, oh, yeah, I've got a whole Excel spreadsheet. Like, okay.
Emily, the lawyer, piping in her mint outfit. It was unexpected, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Seeing her in mint.
I didn't even really notice.
It was just, I don't know why I was like, oh, huh.
She's fine.
If you asked me to guess what Gina would have been wearing, it would have been fucking purple sequins.
Yeah.
God,
She's
insufferable.
yeah. She's just not necessary.
Not necessary. She doesn't know what's going on. Right away, she came out of the gate like wanting Vicky to apologize for the fact that Vicky was basically just saying like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not like, living that life anymore. She wasn't like saying like living that life of a prostitute.
Right. That was so odd. And it's like, yeah, you're 30 years younger than Vicky.
Yeah. I was
like, why would you be offended that she doesn't want to do that anymore?
Not my fault. I'm not married anymore.
I was just upset because she wasn't trusting the process. I was like, Andy's questions escalate. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get there. And I don't appreciate you just jumping in and trying to like take some sort of something for yourself. Just like trust it. I was so mad.
I felt exactly the same, and I could not have ever said that better. That is so true. I was like, bitch, know your place.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Well, I felt like the whole set was just like indicative of the whole season where she's trying to like find her thing and trying to fit in. So she's like getting in other people's business because at the end of the day, she fucking sucks. So
I really think she should change her name to Casita because all we hear about is that goddamn Casita, and it's so upsetting.
Oh, it looks like a little 13-year-old girl lives there.
Yeah.
Have you ever, whoever was there was like, have you ever been on your own? She's like, no.
And I know it's not a 1-bedroom casita, right? So why when you walk in is the bedroom right there?
Because it's a studio. It's a
It is?
I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't even have a stove and it's just got like a plug for a burner. Yeah,
Well,
for like a hot plate. Like a little mini fridge.
She's in over her head.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean in life.
Yeah.
So is this, I'm just so confused. Her husband comes back from LA and stays in the house
Yeah,
with
they
the
do
kids.
that thing, which I do think seems actually really nice. Like I forget what it's called. It's called the nest when you get divorced, where your kids stay in the house, and so you rotate in and out so that their life doesn't change, and they're not shuffling back and forth. You are.
like
Which
that.
So
I like
does
that.
he stay in the casita?
You got to get a casita.
No.
Okay.
He's got his own casita.
Okay.
In LA.
He's got his own casita where he's doing God knows what.
Well, God does know what.
Yeah.
God does know what.
Yeah.
And I don't totally buy that his employer wouldn't let him do the show.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you ever have to tell your employer that?
Kelsey Grammer's done the show.
Right.
Like David Foster's been on, and I know you're all
Yeah.
thinking like, well, they're entertainers, but it's like, but they were dignified entertainers.
Yeah.
That's how they did this show.
Yeah. I mean, there's people on so many Bravo shows, like in
Yeah. Our
Finance.
president
Yeah.
had his own
Yes, he
reality
did.
show.
He
Our
absolutely
president.
did. I will say that my favorite quote was when Kelly was saying, I don't do drugs. I'm always anti-drugs. As a defense of her not doing cocaine. Just, I am the DARE program.
Yeah.
I am
I didn't feel like she had to go, but then literally going, I've never done drugs, and then they do a close up of her just drinking champagne.
Pop blueberries over and over again was also
Yeah.
amazing.
What the fuck was Vicky doing? I mean, it is a crazy accusation. And then when they asked like who said it, Vicky said she was like, just someone told us that. Like no evidence to back it up. And Vicky's mad because she said, well, Vicky being called a pig is her trigger. Remember when Slade Smiley called her a pig at the stand-up show?
I mean, if that had happened to me more than once in my life, that would be a trigger.
I've been called fat by like multiple people driving their cars down the street, just yelling it out the window to me.
What?
That's crazy. Well, I feel like
It's not great.
Yeah.
So
it's
I'm just
not
saying,
great.
like,
But
to
I'm
be
saying
called a pig, I'd be
it's
upset.
very specific, and it's kind of
I mean, it's why all the plastic surgeries
on the
have
nose, as
happened.
they say. Pun intended.
I'm sure that Vicky probably revealed to Kelly also this very specific insecurity.
Yeah. And like Kelly sat with her. Well, Kelly sat with Tamara through her surgery. Yeah. There's so many surgeries and caretakers that
It's hard to track.
But for Vicky to say like you're never with Jolie,
That was wrong.
it's so wrong.
I feel like I've seen people argue like this in real life, where because I like Vicky. Like I stand by her, and I
do too.
I kind of get where she was coming from. I mean, I wouldn't engage to that degree. Like that wouldn't happen to me because I wouldn't.
It's literally the worst thing you could say to a mother.
Yeah.
Truly,
Yeah.
it's like there's nothing worse to say
Yeah.
than that. It's so bad.
Yeah.
That was the one, like the Coke, I'm like, yeah, I mean, we've had that on the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like the levels at where they were with arguing just they weren't on the same level. Like Kelly called her a fart, right? Mm-hmm. And Kelly's calling her a fart and a pig and saying pop blueberries over and over again. And Vicky's like, you do Coke and you're never with your daughter. And it's like,
It was quite a 1-2 punch.
yeah. And it's just like, I mean, I get it,
But the way she was crying with her ex-husband on the phone, I was like, oh my God, this hit like her core. And I thank God he was defending her.
Yeah.
And saying like, you're always with her. And it was just so tough.
Yeah. I feel like, and Vicky, I feel like she didn't even realize what she had. Like she's so.
I think she did say, and I quote, you want to hit me, I'll hit you back. Which I thought was rough until Leanne said the thing.
And I
about
know
cutting
Tamara was like, you
Yeah.
can't say that, but why was Shannon sitting like a statue? Like Shannon just loves when she's not the focal point and people are getting yelled at.
There was a shot of Shannon in that fight where they show her and she just smiles. She just smiles at something one of them says. And I was like, oh, okay.
And then she could barely bring herself to say they have the same custody arrangement, her and Kelly. It's like, oh no, I guess was she saying that about Gina? There's so many custody arrangements to remember.
It was Kelly's is the one that they were attacking.
Yeah, talking about.
Yeah.
I just felt bad for Kelly. I don't know. I was like, this is harsh. And I love seeing the guy come out and say it's time for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And I loved Andy outside greeting them now. For a while, he was kind of like popping into hair and makeup. He's on the curb now.
Yeah.
Greeting Emily.
I like that.
Kelly is so beautiful. I just have to say, without any makeup on, the shots I've seen of her recently,
I agree.
getting her makeup done, she is gorgeous. Yeah. And I had to write it down because I was like, wow, she's beautiful.
I feel the same about Emily.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Emily. Kelly, that doesn't resonate as much with me. I mean, she's my favorite.
Yeah.
She's maybe one of the best. But.
Just for her great personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm more of a personality girl anyway, so.
Yeah.
And they all wear too much makeup.
Yeah, they do.
Well, yeah.
All of every season.
Emily's outfit at that femme fatale, I know this is like the episode before, but it was not the outfit of somebody who's hosting a femme fatale party. And I was like,
with
disappointed.
your mother-in-law.
Yeah, her mother-in-law was dressed up more than she was. I was very disappointed in that.
That party was, talk about aimless party, that we are literally now taking like events in a bag, throwing them up in the air and putting them together, like baby shower fiesta.
Yeah.
Femme fatale for the moms.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's like all the women are dressed like prostitutes, and then the husbands like show up in pajamas. Like I was like, what is
the men shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
It was like, we're celebrating our sexuality. Who the hell wants a man around for that?
Yeah, like you bring your 70-year-old mother, and then you've also got a 20-year-old man there.
Then Emily.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Just really quick. I feel terribly about Emily and like the situation with her mom, and I actually like so felt for her, and oh my God, and I felt for the mom when the mom was like, I lost a year of my life. But it was a little tough hearing Emily like talking to her mom while wearing a bustier and corset. With her, just like pulling her bustier tighter and being like, Mom, we're getting closer now. I'm like, so the mother has been off the grid emotionally speaking and is now dragged back to the center of the fucking earth on television. On Orange County, it's like, way to shoot yourself out of a cannon of depression. She must be pretty shocked. She's like, fuck it, I gotta pay my penance.
I didn't love Shannon's Valentino outfit, but when I wish she had worn the outfit that she put on to go see Poison the whole time.
Oh, hell yeah. She felt so confident in that,
did.
too.
I was like, oh, this is Shannon. This is the Shannon I've been missing.
And that
the
is
whole
Shannon.
season.
And that's a missing piece when Shannon said, honestly, I'm a rocker.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Emily's style is as bad as that guy Adam that does all the styling for Oprah's magazines. It's awful. I liked introducing Jack, Kelly's gay friend, and is with the catchphrase at the ready.
Which one was he?
I think what was his catchphrase? He was like Kelly's friend that she brought to the femme fatale party.
Not the PhD.
Oh, the one who was also from New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got, his PhD was something, and then her dates was a pretty huge dick.
Yeah.
What was the first guy's? It was something
didn't
about being
pay
a trust
attention.
fund
Yeah.
guy or something.
And then Emily, we really got to the bottom of, I feel like, Emily's relationship with her husband and mother-in-law when she said, and I quote, if my mother-in-law is unhappy with me, I'm going to end up in a condo driving a Jetta.
And I thought, that sounds nice.
I thought,
Yeah,
wow.
that doesn't sound bad at all.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Gina would be loving that right now. Casita at a condo? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Gina doesn't know what's coming for her.
No. How about how little Shane's mom is?
She's
was
so
a little
tiny.
peanut.
Yeah. I like her.
Yeah, I thought she was fun.
I like her a lot.
I like her, but I can't find warmth for someone related to Shane.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Unfortunately.
That's
There's so
fine.
many like little husbands on this season between Shane and Eddie. I guess just Shane and Eddie.
There was another amazing line when Vicky is talking about Don's life insurance.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
And she says, and I quote, "It's a great investment, Don's death." Vicky is so calculated with money, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
I find all this gaslighting with the mental illness and everyone wanting, I mean, it's kind of alarming.
Oh, yeah. I'll say. I mean, and this one's an alcoholic and that one. And I know in this very episode we said someone was, but it's very like irresponsible.
Yeah.
And it's that Gina is like getting off on it.
And they never point the finger at the right gal.
No.
It's always like the gal sitting next to him is like clearly struggling and they're like, you.
Like, I don't think Shannon's like just going through a tough time, but
Yes.
Yeah.
She likes a vodka now and again.
She's
just
more mentally sound than a lot
most
of them.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
She's just selfish.
yeah.
She's just a lot.
I want
She's
to know,
from
and
Orange
I think,
County.
yeah. I want to know, and I think we're going to find out more why. It's interesting. You would think that Tamara, status-wise, would be above Shannon, but it's the opposite for some reason, and I don't know why.
What do you mean?
Like the way Tamara's always like, I'm taking her phone calls. And Tamara, you would have snapped 2 years back and just been like, shut the fuck up, Shannon. Like, I'm not fucking taking your calls. Like, and I know she's become Christian and is a bodybuilder now, but I do feel like there's something going on where Shannon's like got her under her thumb for real.
Yeah.
Cause she never snaps on her. She always defends her. And that's just not Tamara to me.
But it seems like in this reunion in part 2 that is going to change.
Yeah.
That like Tamara's about to.
Yeah. I mean, I have found in past seasons, and I don't see it this season, Tamara akin to a Brandy in terms of like a mean girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
she's kind of playing it. I love how shocked everyone was that a woman didn't believe in God.
Oh, wow.
Tamara was like, I mean, it took me, I was shocked when she said that. I had no idea the person sitting next to me didn't believe in God.
Well, also
She said she had no moral compass.
Yeah, and Vicky's saying, well, there's the 10 commandments. That's your moral compass. I was just like,
It did kind of make me laugh when Gina was like, look, I'm going to get him before you.
yeah. It was, it's still Orange County.
Last thing is not to go back to Dirty John, but I feel like Dirty John is the best example to explain and defend Vicky's psyche during all of that. When she finally said like, yeah, it was like this guy was in my ear telling me bad things about my kids. And like, she just wants a guy, like wants love, and he's playing her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got this, what she, in her world, this magnetic personality. Like that's her Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Zeroing his eyes in on you and like...
Yeah.
Because Vicky could never really explain it to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it totally makes sense if you have somebody who is telling you all these lovely things. Like there's a transition from like him being so kind and wonderful to you and then slowly
Taking money.
Yeah.
taking advantage.
And she really wanted that.
Yeah.
Yes. And society makes you feel like women feel like they have to have that.
Yes.
And they're not succeeding unless they have that. Mm-hmm. And so it makes you want it even more.
I know when Gina was saying like my husband never says I'm beautiful, I'm like, I have an amazing husband that I literally love more than anything I've ever met, not to be annoying, but he never is like, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I know I look good. New Jersey. We're in Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. We're at Polly's house.
We are.
We are at Polly's house. Polly's a bit of a different friend than we're seeing on like Atlanta or, she's...
I think she was wearing head to toe denim in one shot.
Yeah.
She was, absolutely.
It was like seeing like a real woman on
Yeah.
screen, which is just so unusual. It's like she stands out, and when meanwhile these women stand out in the world.
Yeah, they're on a farm in booty shorts.
And $300 gold cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, I swear I thought Teresa was wearing wrestling boots. She got up from the table. And I had just gotten in a fight, and they showed her going up the stairs. And she had little booty shorts on, and I thought they were wrestling boots up to her knees. And they just showed her kind of waddling up the stairs. And I was like, what the fuck is she wearing? I guess they were just like her.
They were just like gold and white.
And Melissa had quite a tank top on. It was like already a very low tank top, and then she took care to cut it even lower.
Yes, she
Oh,
did.
yeah.
And it was
she
like
did.
jagged. Like she was like,
Yeah.
fuck it. I gotta get this lower.
And
She's
those
like-
breasts were perfectly round.
Yes.
Yeah. A couple grapefruits.
So you're
Yeah.
looking at her breast, and I'm looking at her ass. We're flipped on that one.
Now, one other thing that I thought was fun about Polly.
You could talk about Polly forever.
Was when they got to the house. What is it? A house, or what do you call it? Something like
A barn.
A barn. A big, as they kept saying, rustic. It's so rustic.
Rustic charm.
Yeah. And they were doing the roommate situation, and it was like Polly eyeballed them all, and she found the one she thought was cutest, and she was like, all right, well, someone's gonna have to sleep with me. Alexis, you're with me.
I'm like, why the fuck isn't her friend with her? Yeah. Why isn't her friend there? And I'm just like, what's going on? Is it the budgets in Jersey? Like, we're going with other cities. We're in Scandinavia. We're in, we've gone around the world, and we're going to Polly's, and she doesn't even have enough bedrooms.
No, when she was like, someone's gonna have to sleep in the camper.
Yeah.
And I get that. I mean, I wouldn't sleep in the camper.
I would.
Only
Yeah.
for the alone
But one of
space.
them was just like a plank of wood, the bed.
But it was nice, and I would want to be away from everyone else.
Right.
I am someone who, having my own space.
I would
is
sleep with
important.
Polly.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to sleep with Polly. Yeah.
Polly seemed fun.
I liked Polly.
But I loved how they whisked Polly away when it was time to go cattle drive or cattling. And I literally saw Polly. Everyone's climbing the van, and Polly goes, "I'm just going to follow you in my car." And they were like, "Polly, get the fuck out of the shot. Like, you're not camera ready."
Yeah. Poor Polly.
I told you to wear makeup. I loved Polly.
Yeah, she's great. I love everything she represents. I love whatever Barn Dandies is.
Yeah.
I love her grandson, Sam.
I see. I thought his name was Lil Polly. I don't know why.
He was little Polly. He really was.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he kept saying, like, he was like, hey, Margaret, let me know if you have a problem with your poll. You just ask me, okay, Margaret? Or
It's like, Margaret.
It actually, it says more about those women that, like, truly a child could teach them.
Yeah.
That's how.
Where they are mentally.
Now, Margaret's mother.
Marge
How dare they not put, I'm telling you, a trigger warning. I literally almost threw up onto the screen chunks when
they should have put a veil over her face.
Something should have happened.
Guys, if you have not seen this woman above her lip and under her nose has X's of stitches from her face running across her face. You know, like X's, like when they show like X's over your eyes. Like,
yeah. That, I mean, it looked
her
like
face was sewn together.
It looked like it was blown off and they put a new one on.
We spent so much time on her just naked face, like regrowing face. I was like, we don't need, any of
close-ups.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the recovery time on
I'm
that?
surprised the cameraman wasn't a close-up one.
Like shaking.
And just
then she just takes care to put on like a silk scarf on the side or throw that over. Then she's eating gruel and getting her.
Yeah, they probably had something pretty in there. Like, no, we got to get her something as ugly as her face. Get that.
Oh, God. Margaret calls her.
She's up in food have to match her face. What can we find?
Margaret says that she looks like Pennywise, that she looks like Death Becomes Her, and she also looks like Sister Patril, who I don't know what it is, but I was like, you're right. Yeah. And I was very appreciative of those.
I feel like Margaret acts as though her husband, who is so sweet, is the Jeremy of the show, like the one everyone wants to fuck. It's like he's a nice guy.
He's just a nice man.
He's just a nice guy.
Like her first scene, the whole season, they were like in bed and then they took that shower.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God.
And that's when I was like, not going to happen for me and Margaret. And I love her now.
Yeah. And pigtails is an odd choice that she keeps doing.
She keeps doing it. And you like Margaret?
I do. I really like Margaret.
Yeah.
I think I wrote down some things I liked about
Again,
her.
I'm happy for Dolores to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't need Dolores.
I want Frank to stay and Dolores to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't care about him either. I mean, this dawned on me right now because I started, for some reason, when you said Frank and Dolores, I was thinking of them having sex. I don't know why. And then a couple that would be really interesting, I'd be curious to see having sex, would be Emily and Shane. What might that look like?
That might look like.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even say what.
Sorry, I went there.
No, it's fine. I don't even know.
And Cameron and her husband, I'd be curious.
I'd like to.
I feel like
curious to see that.
I don't feel like they have, this might be such a shitty thing to say, but maybe in vitro is the way that she got her children.
Yes.
Because I don't think that they make
Shane
love.
and Emily.
No,
Cameron and
no,
I don't think they make love, Cameron. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can't really put my finger on what I like about Margaret. I think she is a voice of reason. I think her house is kind of cool. I think I love that she hates what's that stupid lady's name? Jennifer?
Jennifer.
Or
is it
one.
no Jackie?
The Jennifer.
Oh, the new woman,
the one whose husband.
the Turkish woman.
Yes.
I don't have a name on her, to be quite frank.
Yeah, it's Jennifer.
She's wild.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
wilding
she
I
out.
feel like I know everything about her but her name.
Yeah. She's,
And I'm okay to not know
And
it.
Margaret hates her, and so I like that about her.
You're right.
but she's giving her a chance, which I also makes me like Margaret more too.
I know the fact that Margaret didn't bite her head off in the van when she was just putting down Polly's compound and saying like, when she's disgusting. She's like, just so you know, everyone, it's easier and it's better in life to move up. It's harder to move down.
Yeah.
The other, I mean, she's letting Jennifer sleep in bed with her. Jennifer's like, I'm not sleeping in the camper.
Yeah.
And Margaret's like, you can sleep with me, but I sleep naked.
And she's like, that's fine. Because it seems like she's both very chill and ready for anything, but also so high maintenance.
Yeah.
And like Margaret said, she is a one-upper.
Yeah.
Which is grating.
Now, I don't know if this is okay for me to say, but all the kids in Jersey are so bad.
Yeah.
They're all loud.
When Joe and Melissa's, I wrote down when one of their children yells, steak! Just
Yeah.
because the dad asks what they want for dinner.
Yeah.
And he just yells steak. It is, it's,
God.
wow.
I don't know. I mean, that actually sounds like something I might have done as a kid. Steak!
I did look up Joe Gorga, Melissa Gorga, and Teresa Giudice's signs because I just wanted to understand
What's going on?
how they all interacted. So Joe is a Leo.
Oh, yeah.
Melissa is an Aries. And Teresa is a Taurus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And there's like 2 fire signs and 1 earth sign, right? But then I saw...
Teresa's such a Taurus.
Yeah. And they're just so... These are like... I don't know. I'm like in LA.
They're like in triangulating kind of.
Yeah. They just all have such strong personalities. They're all very stubborn. They're all very like headstrong. And they don't know how to communicate without arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it's tough to say to someone like, you're not there for dad when this one person died. It's like, these are just very hard things to like take back. It makes someone feel so badly. It's similar to the Jolie comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, to me, she's asking him to like just be there more.
Right.
Yeah.
That is one thing of like, let's do something, let's this, that. But to be like, you went on a trip on your anniversary and you're not there for him. It's like so nasty.
Oh, yeah. There's no defending that.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just have to feel like an asshole. Like, oh, wow, I guess I don't care that my mom died and my dad's alone. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah. It's what I think might be happening between Melissa and Teresa specifically is that there is the dynamics of the show and there's the dynamics of the family coming into conflict.
Mm-hmm. And I think this happens. I see this a lot where there's like a sister who wish they could be married to their brother. And that's Teresa and Joe. And then when her husband goes to jail and is now being deported, that's further confirmed of like, and now this bitch is married to the guy I should have married.
Yeah.
And she wants to fight. Like, she can't fight with her husband, so she's like, I'll fight with my brother.
Exactly. Like, they've got heat between them.
There's passion.
There is.
Yeah.
It's that Italian, I have it.
Mm-hmm.
And some have said I have it with my brother. My husband's always like, you know what? That heat coming off of you two is so disturbing.
So nasty.
So gross. Like, he walked in on my brother stretching my hammies out.
Stop.
No.
What is the age difference?
3 years.
Who's
He's
older?
just like, the way you guys are is just so upsetting. Finishing each other's sentences, laughing, giggling. He's like, it's very upsetting.
Is he younger?
Yeah, he's younger. We sleep in bed together when he visits.
What?
Yes. He also slept in bed with my mom till he was like 14. It's all,
It's just closeness.
It's closeness.
Where does David sleep if your brother's here?
In a perfect world, I would sleep sandwiched in the middle. But it's only like when I go to the beach and David's working or something.
Oh, that's so funny. I feel like I go visit my brother and he's like, yeah, you can sleep in the backyard. Like,
Sleep in the camper. Also, though, I've slept with my dad a few times on Girl Scout trips where my girlfriends would be like, where's Casey? And then there weren't like enough beds. And they would peek in and see my dad and I like in a small bed. And it was so embarrassing. But where am I to sleep? My dad can't sleep with them.
It's just, I've slept in a bed with my mom and my boyfriend before.
What? He was in there too? We were in New York. I was moving back here. And so the first night he and I slept in the bed together. And then my mom came. We took a nap. And so my mom was on one side and I was in the middle and he was on the other side. But there was only one bed.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'm very close with my mom.
Yes.
I'm very close with her.
I know your mom. She's a wonderful woman.
She's wonderful. And I'm very close with my boyfriend.
Well, that's clear. It's just still.
It was in the middle of the days for 2 hours.
Right. Okay. It wasn't overnight.
No. Did you all have pajamas on?
I did not have a shirt on. But
wait, what?
Wait, what? You're kidding. You have a bra on?
I went to an all-girls school. I'm very free, and I'm like, my mom's seen it, my boyfriend's seen it. It doesn't.
Right. Okay, you're saying no bra?
I mean, you're like Carrie. Or
who?
The lady who got naked in the Baltic in front of her whole family.
Yeah,
so many Carries ran through my mind before that. I'm like Sarah Jessica Parker. Sissy Spacek. Last one I think of is that Carrie.
Carrie and Mark.
It was hot. I was tired, and I was like, they've both seen.
You're like, it's no big deal. My boyfriend's dick was out.
They were both fully clothed. I was just like, whatever. It doesn't.
So were your breasts like brushing up against one of them?
No, I was on my back.
Oh, you just slept titty up.
Yeah. Just sunny side titty up.
Yeah. This is quite a tableau.
My mom's going to be so pissed.
Guys, I think we've come to the end. We've covered so much. So very much. I've had a lot of fun.
That's a ball.
That was
great.
ball.
I had a great time.
Camirin Farmer, tell us where we can find you on the socials.
Oh, wow. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Camirin Gordon, which I will spell because it's so complicated. CamirinGordyn.
Oh, wow.
It's my middle name.
Couple twists.
Yeah,
in there.
lots of twists.
Didn't see that Y coming.
Yeah, it's out of nowhere. But you can find me on Instagram and Twitter there. And I post shows all the time whenever I have them coming up. So
wow. Yeah. You're a delight.
I loved being on. Thank you so much.
A lot of insights I appreciate tonight. Mostly your fucking twisted ass sexual flowers in the attic. Like, I love to make fun of people after I've revealed that I've done the same thing. So fun. Blair Beekan, my co-host, final thoughts, final words.
The one thing, because I was watching all these kind of at once, is it's really hard to believe that all these cities are in the same country. I felt like I was watching fully different cultures every time.
Yeah.
It's very distinct in each city. Final thought, this was a thrill. Cameron, you were hilarious. That was so fun.
I had so much fun.
Casey, you're the best. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, guys. And someone asked me, was I going to touch on Homecoming, the show with Julia Roberts? It's unbelievable. Everybody watch it.
Oh, okay.
Just throwing that out there. What a weird end.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey there, this is Conan O'Brien. I've got a new podcast on Earwolf. It's called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. You see, over the years, I've talked to thousands of celebrities on my different TV shows, and I always thought I'd become friends with these people. But I haven't. It just hasn't happened. So here's what I'm doing. I'm bringing my favorite funny people on the podcast, and this is great because it's free from FCC regulation. We can talk about whatever we want. they're going to loosen up, and we're really going to bond. And these are terrific people I would like to be friends with, people like Kristen Bell and Bill Burr. And my first guest, Will Ferrell. I've always wanted to be best friends with Will Ferrell.
Hi, my name is Will Ferrell. I will make it my crusade and my life's work to tell people to not do this podcast.
You can hear my first episode with Will Ferrell right now. Just find Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend in your podcast app and subscribe so you won't miss a single episode. You have to listen to all of them because at the end, it solves a riddle about why we're all here.